call me Two Sips. I don't know what I did last. Shooter shots and shit talk. Welcome to my podcast. Drink talk, drink talk, drink talk, shit. Drink talk, let go, let go. Yeah, they call me Two Sips.
I can't. One line I can't stand. Like, well, your man not here.
Ugh.
Right.
What that got to do with anything?
Or what your man don't know ain't gonna hurt.
Exactly.
Right. Like what?
Man, but you gotta keep going. You know,
yeah.
You gotta be positive about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, back in the day, I would have probably knocked dude's shit off. But
right.
I'm old now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That's what I said. There's no reason to fight for stuff. There was a time when we were at, where were we? We just got out of church, man. And we went to Tony's.
Oh, yeah.
I hate to say it, but we just got out of church.
Man.
It was a beautiful service.
Man. This is what happened.
You tell the story.
So we tried, this is early this year. Right. This was back in what?
Like the summer.
No, it was still while you was still house sitting at Mona's.
Oh, okay.
So we did just get out of church, right? So
yeah,
we're trying to figure out. You sure?
Yeah, it was summertime.
Now, what's the story about?
This dude ass in Tony's parking lot.
And we just left church.
Okay, you leaving church.
So we trying to figure out.
The Lord couldn't save him that day.
No,
I never did save him.
The Lord did save him because I never seen him like that.
So this is what happened. So we trying to figure out what we're gonna eat for dinner. So we're like, all right, let's find a grocery store so we can cook. You know, it's better that way. You save money that way. I recommend everybody go out cook.
Cook you some
so
shit.
y'all go to Mariano.
No, it was Tony's.
We was looking, so we went to Tony's.
Tony's by the crib.
Mm-hmm.
So the parking lot is already full. Plus, grocery stores always get full on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm. So goes out to church.
Yeah.
They're trying to cook something.
Sunday dinner and all this other stuff.
Right.
So we circle around the parking lot here. So we saw one over on this side. Now the entrance of the store is this way. Say this is the store, parking lot. Space is open right there. So she backed out close to the exit to try to do this.
To reverse
To
it.
reverse.
So I can get out easy so I don't have to, cause problems when I'm trying to get out and reverse and all that. I'll just reverse coming in.
Right.
So while she doing that, she put it in reverse. We see a car back coming up.
And he
honking.
just literally on me. So
actually, no, it was a female. He was behind her.
Oh, okay. So
she signaling to her like, "Hey, I'm trying to park. Back up." The lady didn't want to back up.
So got out the car.
She like back. She honking again like, "Hey, back up." So the two cars just backed up, and we backed up into the parking lot.
Yeah.
This guy backed up too, parked one car over, got out of his car, looked at my girl and was like, "Hey, what's your problem?"
They didn't see him in the car. And I'm like, nothing. What's your problem? Like,
so
I'm just trying to park.
What?
No, I said to him, I said nothing, right?
Right?
I said, I'm just trying to park. I'm trying to reverse. Like, I wasn't being snotty. I'm like, I'm just trying to park. And what did he say? He got smart with me.
Yeah, he said something. Then all she did is she tilted her head back just like that. And I'm there looking at her.
It was a Mexican guy.
Bitch.
And he just looked.
And then he still swole up. He still
tried to swole up. I'm like, what's your problem? I'm like, dude, all you have to do is back up. She was trying to park. Right. Blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, all right, forget it.
So he smarts off to him now.
I opened the car, popped out.
And he's like,
put one foot out.
You see, I tell you, man. He said, what? Huh?
And at that point, I'm like, come on, let's just go. I grabbed him. I'm like, come on, let's go. Let's go.
How tall are you?
About 6'2". I'm 6'2".
Yeah.
250.
And I told him, I said, let's go. I didn't want to go to jail, and we just got out of church. I was feeling convicted.
So we was going back and forth. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up and get your ass on in the store. He's like, fuck you, fuck. I'm like, fuck you, faggot motherfucker. Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah.
They're going
I gave him the middle finger.
I'm like, come on, let's go. Let's just go.
Some told me, it's like, just go to another store. Because we would have went in that store.
There would have been a fight.
His Hands.
You would have been following. Hey, yeah, little bitch. Let me pull my car.
I'm like, look, we just came from church. I'm like, come on, stop.
Short Mexican man.
He was about my height. He wasn't real short, but he was a little stocky guy.
But I was ready though. I was like, let's go.
And I was like, no.
Blood pressure start rising.
Let's go.
I was just like, let's go. That's why I grabbed him. I'm like, come on, let's go.
Before we go to jail tonight.
So what's up, man? You got the next.
No, I don't.
Toast.
Miss Benita do.
What?
You got the next toast, even though you're not drinking.
Okay. Well, I'm sipping his a little bit.
Sip, sip.
Sip, sip.
She came.
Two sips.
All right, let's go to nonviolence.
No
love. Let's have some love. We need love. Oh, that's what we did this past week, the last weekend. Remember the hug day?
Oh, yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
Going from
Y'all don't know.
Day come out.
I volunteered downtown with these two. We hugged the shit out of some motherfuckers.
Yeah, it was a good day.
The spread love.
Yeah.
It was one fat chick. You know who you was. You hugged really good.
Toast to the hug.
Toast to non-violent love.
There you
That's
go.
right.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm warm already.
I know, right? I just took a little sip of that.
I'm sipping this one now.
Alright, we going?
Toast to the non-violent love.
I'ma
Make it
sip
hurt
it.
so good.
That's right.
Right.
Oh, yeah, let me get a little sip.
And I just shaved the half my chest. I'm gonna grow some.
How you like this cognac,
It
baby?
ain't bad. It's smooth. It's smooth.
Right? It's real smooth.
I'm like, y'all fucking with it. Yes.
It's smooth. That's all you
It's
get.
smooth.
But
It's
you know-
sweet. Got a little, like a slight burn, but I feel the heat though. Not like
It's
that other
definitely
shit.
it's like
The blood and
burn.
tears.
If you never had it, it's a
a
slight
slight-
burn
it's a slight-
or
but
is
it's
it-
smooth.
is
It's
more,
warm.
It's more of a
Yeah, I'm warm now.
It's warm.
Take
It's
out the shoot a
definitely
shot.
cold.
Shit
It's-
talk shirt in a
I'm
minute.
always
It's smooth,
cold.
too.
I'm
Yeah.
always cold on set.
Really?
Always. It definitely just warm me up. Yeah.
Armpits on sweat.
Nah. I gotta stay cool at all times.
Two
you hear me?
sips.
Two sips.
Alright, so
To everything, yeah.
kicking to the two of you.
Mm-hmm.
I know that last year y'all suffered some trauma
Mm-hmm.
and you overcame it with mad blessings. Kind of tell us what the trauma was. Kind of tell us how you got over it.
Let me go first. Well, no. So, like, we actually started dating in 2017
Okay.
in December.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Thank
2
you.
years.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we met in
Happy anniversary.
we met in June,
Mm-hmm.
but we didn't. Well, he saw me in June. I didn't really recognize him. I didn't notice him. He saw me. But anyways, that could be for another story. So then we started to talk in October, and then we met it. We went out in November.
Okay.
And he wanted to get together, and I'm like, I don't want to get serious. Let's see what happens. So finally, like a month later, I'm like, all right, fine. But then in December, my doctor has said, you need to get a mammogram. And I was like, I don't need a mammogram, whatever, because I was going to doctor for some stuff that it was harder for me to lose weight. And I was like, what's going on? I'm like, meal prepping, I'm training, I'm doing this or whatever. So he took some blood tests, and there's a gene that I have or whatever, and it makes it harder, blah, 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 whatever. But it's a marker for autoimmune diseases, heart problems, and other, but he didn't tell me what the other was. So he had asked me to go and get a mammogram. I'm like, I had a mammogram like 4 years ago. I don't need another one. I said, that stuff hurts, smashing your boobs. You know, I'm like, it's not a pleasant thing. So he got me in between Christmas and New Year's. And then on January 3rd, I got the call that I had, they found something abnormal. So I had to go and get a biopsy. So I got the biopsy. And then on January 31st, I got the call that said that I had breast cancer.
Oh my God.
So it was stage 1 invasive ductal carcinoma. And I told them that I don't want to go through chemo or radiation or have a lumpectomy. I said, just take them off and give me implants. Like, remove both breasts and give me implants. Dang. So that's what we did. So January 31st, I was diagnosed. And then it was March 7th, which was a Wednesday, that I was scheduled to have my surgery. But the Friday before, go ahead.
The Friday before, I started feeling sick.
Like tummy pain.
Like tummy pain.
And this is still March.
Right. This is March now. Because my surgery is scheduled for March 7th, the Wednesday. So this is the Friday before with him.
Okay. Because 3 months in.
Yeah, we were 3 months dating.
So we scheduled to go to
a conference.
A Christian conference. Then that Saturday, No, it was that Friday.
That Friday we were supposed to go.
And that Saturday, she booked us a hotel.
Because I was going to take pictures,
mm-hmm.
like artistic pictures with the breast before I had it removed.
Right. Okay.
So
I wanted to do some like really, artistic photos and stuff.
So I started feeling like tummy aches and like sick, like the stomach flu, symptoms of the stomach flu.
Mm-hmm.
I felt that Friday in the morning, like 3 a.m. and stuff. So I told her like I'm not feeling good. She came over. I puked a few times, so I'm thinking it's that. So she took me to my aunt's, to the clinic, got some like
stuff to make him go to the bathroom.
To make him go to the bathroom, like laxatives and stuff.
Yeah.
So we went to the hotel, couldn't do much because I still felt sick.
He was sleeping the whole time.
I slept the whole time.
Yeah.
Barely couldn't eat.
So
sick.
He was, something was up in his stomach. Was swollen.
Was getting swollen.
So we thought that he couldn't.
He looked like you was pregnant.
Yeah, I thought he couldn't pass gas. So we're giving him gas stuff.
We're giving me gas pills because I felt bloated.
Stuff to go to poop.
Laxative. None of that stuff was working.
Did it make it worse?
No, it's just like, it's like.
Just whatever.
So Sunday, same thing. So she was like, Monday we're going, she said, if you don't feel any better by Monday, we're taking you to the hospital.
Right.
Didn't feel nothing by
Monday.
So she took me to...
well, no, this is what happened. On the way to his house, I was leaving work and I was like, God, like, what's going on? And I'll be honest, it was like, God was like, his appendix ruptured. And I'm like, thinking to myself, like, okay, I'm hearing stuff, So I look it up, and when your appendix ruptures, you have 3 days or you die.
Damn.
Because all that toxin goes into your system. So he had all the symptoms. So when I went to his house, I'm like, look, we need to go to the emergency room because God told me that it's been 4 days. We're on day 4.
Ooh.
So I told him, I said, look, God told me that your appendix ruptured. We need to go to the emergency room right now.
God.
I did. I told him.
Mm-hmm.
I said, we need to go right now. And he was like, okay. And we went to the emergency room. Now, I can't tell the emergency room. Well, God told me that his appendix ruptured. So I didn't say that.
I would have did it.
No, because I didn't want them to think I'm crazy. So I said to him, I said, look, we need to go. I go, look, his appendix ruptured. She's like, well, how do you know? I said, I know his appendix ruptured. And I go, he needs to, and they go, well, you have to wait. I said, listen, if something happens to him while he's in the waiting room, you're responsible. Because I'm telling you, this is what happened. So they, like,
yeah, they call me 2 sips. I don't know what I did last. Shooter shots and shit talk. Welcome to my podcast. Drink talk, shit. Drink talk, let go. Yeah, they call me 2 sips. I don't know what I did last. Shooter shots and shit talk.